Welcome to my channel. Just close your eyes and listen. Forgotten Indian king, Raja Anangpal Tomar, the forgotten founder of Delhi. Anangpal Tomar II was one of the last and most powerful rulers of the Tomar dynasty, which ruled over the region now known as Delhi before the rise of the Delhi Sultanate or the Mughal Empire. He belonged to a proud Rajput clan and is credited with founding and fortifying the city of Delhi, then known as Dili or Dili. He came from a lineage that traced its roots back to Arjuna of the Mahabharata. Anangpal inherited a growing kingdom centered around the Yamuna and made Delhi his capital, strategically placed between North India's warring kingdoms. Anangpal II is believed to have laid the foundations of the Lal Kot fort around 1052 CE, a mighty stone fortress in the heart of Delhi, later expanded by the Chauhans, also known as Kila Rai Pitora. He is most famously linked to the Iron Pillar of Delhi, which he is believed to have relocated from Udayagiri in Madhya Pradesh to Delhi, establishing it in Lal Kot. According to legend, he placed it at the navel of the earth, symbolizing power and permanence. Delhi was not a peaceful capital. Located at the crossroads of the North Indian trade and invasion routes, it was constantly under threat. Enemies included the Ghaznavids from modern-day Afghanistan, the Chauhans who later became both allies and rivals, and smaller dynasties and warlords from Punjab and Haryana. Anangpal Tomar held his ground through brilliant military tactics, iron fortifications and alliances, including intermarriages with other Rajput clans. Though specific names of his queens are lost to time, historical folklore and bardic tales, especially from the Puranic Kavi tradition, tell us that he married into Chaulukya and Paramara clans, strengthening his political network. He was known as a patron of poets, sages and architects, and his court was a place where love stories bloomed and strategic marriages were forged. One of his queens was reportedly a Chaulukya princess from Gujarat, celebrated in bardic poetry for her wisdom and bravery. Anangpal Tomar had multiple sons, but one of the most important aspects of his legacy was his connection to Prithviraj Chauhan. Anangpal's daughter, or possibly granddaughter, was married into the Chauhan dynasty. According to tradition, he adopted Prithviraj Chauhan as his heir, believing the young warrior would protect his legacy. This transfer of power was controversial and sparked rivalry among the Tomar and Chauhan nobles. The Iron Pillar inscription references Anangpal, believed to refer to Anangpal Tomar. Lal Kot, now part of Mehrauli, still has remnants of his fort. Folk ballads of Haryana and western UP still remember him as Raja Diliwala, the king who ruled a city of iron. Anangpal's masons worked day and night, carving stone and laying battlements in what would become Lal Kot, Delhi's first fortified city. Beneath its walls lay underground granaries, warrior barracks and temples with sun-kissed spires. His army was fierce. Rajput cavalry, tribal scouts from Aravalli forests and war elephants plated with steel. But trouble brewed beyond the mountains. From the west, whispers came. The Ghaznavid warlords were pushing into Punjab again. And to the south, ambitious Chauhans in Ajmer sought to expand. To protect his kingdom and heart, Anangpal turned to diplomacy. He married Princess Virmati of the Chaulukya dynasty of Gujarat, a wise and fearless woman said to have debated with sages at age 12 and trained in swordplay. Their love was whispered in songs of moonlit walks through Mehrauli gardens and how she once rode into battle, disguised as a commander when Anangpal was injured. Anangpal and Virmati had multiple sons, but fate shone strangely. Their daughter, Rajkumari Kanchanvati, was married to King Someshwar Chauhan of Ajmer. And from that union came a child so radiant in valor and intellect that Anangpal saw in him the future. Anangpal, this boy Prithviraj Chauhan shall be my heir, not of my blood alone but of my soul. The court was shaken. The Tomar princes, especially his eldest son Nagpal, opposed this. Nagpal, will Delhi pass not to a Tomar? But Anangpal stood firm. As age crept in, the king faced rebellion within more than without. His own sons allied with feuding nobles and even reached out to Chauhan's rivals to weaken Prithviraj's claim. In the dark halls of Lal Kot, a battle not of swords, but of succession, burned. On a morning veiled with fog, Anangpal, old but still fierce, rode into the Aravalis alone. Some say he went to seek divine blessing. Others say he never returned, leaving behind Delhi and a shattered family. Some legends say he lives in stone, watching over Delhi still. His adopted grandson, Prithviraj Chauhan, would eventually rule Delhi, but his reign too would end in tragedy at the hands of Muhammad Ghori, ending the Rajput era and paving the way for the Sultanate, and centuries later, the Mughals. Today, Anangpal Tomar's name lies buried under ruins, inscriptions and dust. His iron pillar stands and his fort's walls whisper his name. But history rarely sings of the man who founded Delhi, who fought enemies without and within, and who chose vision over blood. Anangpal Delhi is mine, I am Delhi's. Thank you for listening. Like, share, comment below, and click the subscribe button.